It's the lady here for your incline walking workout. Today is Friday. It's the last day of the week that we're doing this. We do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. Central. So I'm going to get my timer started here because I don't want to forget putting it on. And I'm going to grab my remote. I put it up against the wall and it comes with the remote control here. You know what? I'm just going to put this in my pocket and I'm going to get set up with you guys. So go ahead. And if you don't have time for the gym and you don't like loud treadmills and you want a real incline results before work, this is how I get my steps in before I start my day. So I think you guys can see the treadmill. Okay, cool. We are in shot. All right, so I'm just going to go down here and connect it to the electrical outlet. Get this baby turned on. And we're going to set our watch to indoor walking. It's for 50 minutes. And we're going to start out at 1.5 miles per hour. And let's bring that incline up to 1%. So we're going to be here for just a minute, wake ourselves up. You have a walking pad at home. I hope you get to join me. If you don't have a walking pad at home, let me know if you're walking at home, you're walking at the gym, or you're walking outside if you just happen to catch the live. We're going to be 30 seconds more here. Good morning. Good morning and welcome. Welcome to Rise and Incline. And now let us bring the speed up to 2 miles per hour. And let's bring that incline up as well to 2%. Good morning. Welcome. Hi. Welcome, welcome. Let me know what city you are watching from. We are doing Rise and Incline, a 50-minute workout, a walking workout, a walkout, I should say. Let me know what city you're watching from. All right, so we are at 2 miles per hour at 2% incline. So let me know if you're walking at home, you're walking at the gym, or you're walking outside with me. Remember, I'm doing this pop-up live Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 6 a.m. Central. I'm in Chicago. It's not snowing, which is good, but I still prefer to do my cardio indoors. This salt and snow and stuff, I just don't want to bring that inside. So the convenience is I'm using the Run Incline Walking Treadmill, and I got it to get my steps in. And so that there's no excuses if there's snow outside, if it's raining, if there's salt outside, I get to do this here. Hi, welcome. What city are you watching in from? Let me know in the chat. Comment your city. Hello. Thank you, thank you. All right, we have one more minute at 2% and 2 miles per hour incline. And we're going to take it up. We're going to take up the incline to 3%, okay? You're in Dayton, Ohio. Okay, okay. Well, Dayton, Ohio in the house. I'm in Chicago. Welcome. In 30 seconds, we're going to take it up to 3% incline. We're going to keep the speed at 2 miles per hour. All right, this is a total walk of 50 minutes, 50. So you still have time to hop on and join me. 10 seconds, and then we're going to go up to 3% incline. So this is a walking pad that also functions as a treadmill, and that's what I like about it. Like, okay, here we go, 3% incline, and we're going to stay at 2 miles per hour. I keep hitting my microphone. Sorry if you have this in your ear. All right, so I'm on the Run walking pad that functions also as a treadmill. It is remote controlled for speed and incline, which I really like. And the battery is it's a lithium battery. It's not a AAA, and it goes up to a max speed of 4 miles per hour and a max incline of 6%. Good morning, welcome. Hello, hello, everyone coming on. What city are you guys coming in from? Let me know. I'm in Chicago. When I'm looking down, I'm looking at the chat on my laptop because this is on my phone. I'm trying to read it from this distance. All right, so we got 4 more minutes. No, you shouldn't say sorry. I live in Chicago. Chicago's a great city, but there is another reason why I have an indoor walking treadmill. It's a beautiful city. What city are you in? Whoever said sorry, you're in Chicago. Tisk tisk. But an indoor walking treadmill or walking pad is great because you get privacy. If it's raining outside or snowing, you have no excuse not to get your steps in. And you don't have to stress yourself out. And you don't have to hit 10,000 steps a day. You know, I typically do between 3 to 5,000 on, during these sessions with you guys. So that's plenty good. Yes, I am in Chi-Town. What city are you chatting in from? All right, we've got a little bit under 3 minutes, and we're at 3%. We're going to increase our speed because we're at 2 miles per hour right now. We're going to increase our speed. So, incline walking is a great way to get your steps in, but also place a demand on your body. So, your lower body is actually activated, your glutes are activated. So, you're going to get better bang for your calories. So, the same time that you are walking at an incline, you would be actually have you may have less calories than if you run. And the other reason why I do this is for lower impact on the joints, because when you jog outside on the pavement on cement, the cement, it thuds against your joints and it doesn't give you that bounce back. Unless you go jogging like on an indoor track, I mean that takes away, having the scenery of outdoors. You know, I don't know what you guys are saying in the chat yet, but we're about to pick things up. So in the chat, give me a fire emoji if you're walking with me right now. Fire emoji if you're walking. All right. We have 90 seconds left. I'm going to take the speed up. Yes, let's be serious. This is a walk. I don't know what you guys are saying. It's too far for me to read from this angle on my laptop. But we are here on a incline walking workout Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. It's a pop-up, so I don't know how long this is going to go. I said April. It could be through April. It could be sooner than April. Thank you very much. So this is the one incline walking capable treadmill and walking pad. What I like about it is that you can actually have a standing desk right here and walk while you work, right? So you can get your steps in and still be able to type. So if you stick around, in about 40 minutes, I'm going to demonstrate the speed on this when I'm done with the workout, because this is part of my daily workout. So you guys are joining me on my actual workout, okay? The way I get my steps in first thing in the morning. Who here is a morning person? Because I know I'm not. I'm doing this for you guys. Who's a morning person? Hello and welcome. Welcome. All right, so we're going to take that speed up to 2.5, and we're going to stay at 3% incline at 2.5 for 5 minutes. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know if you guys give me a house emoji if you have at least a set of dumbbells in your home to work out with. Because I want to know if you guys work out at home or not. If you don't have a set of dumbbells at home, then put a sneaker emoji so I know you're going to the gym instead of working out at home. Thank you for joining me. So this treadmill actually shows you how many steps you've gotten in. So let's see. I've done 900 steps in 11 minutes so far. All right, so we are here, like I said, a total of 5 minutes. We've got just under 4 minutes left, and then we're going to increase that speed to 3 miles per hour, and we're going to keep the 3% incline just so we can get familiar with that speed. And then we're going to raise the incline and keep the speed maximum for this is 3 miles per hour. There's no running. This is an incline walking workout, more like interval walking without the sprints. Where am I going? Oh my gosh, walking on a treadmill is a challenge, right? I'm going right into you guys' purview here. Also when you're walking, you got to think about it. When you walk outside on the pavement and you're making impact with the pavement, it's still the shock on your joints. So walking indoors on this particular treadmill is good because it gives you the ability to also lower the impact on your joints absorption shock. Because there's 6 points here that every time I plant my feet, the shock is absorbed better. So that's another thing to think about. You can go walking outside, but if it's on cement and not on like grass or like soft sand, something natural, you might as well walk indoors and lower the impact on your joints, if that makes any sense. I mean, that's just me. Walk wherever you need to walk. Get your steps in. Okay, so someone said I got lightheaded on a treadmill, but I walked fast for 6 hours, 5 days a week outside of work. Oh, so you walk for 6 hours, 5 days a week outside of work. That is fantastic. You're getting the steps in. That is so good. What I'm doing though, you can't see it, is incline walking. So I'm not walking on a flat plane, which is completely different. We all need to climb a hill to activate our muscles and our core strength doing cardio, right? So I'm not here, I'm here. That's the only thing that I would add. Even though you walk that many hours, then not that I'm saying you need more, but you might want to consider adding like once a week of incline walking at 6% or 10% at 2 miles per hour for like 45 minutes, just for conditioning purposes, because your body gets used to walking here, but this trains your body. Are you running for or from Jesus? You tell me. What's your running status there? Because I opened up this live with Psalm 24. So you guys are in the frequency of Psalm 24. Oh my gosh. Well then. Okay, so we are now going to go up in speed. We're at 3 miles per hour. So you're going to lengthen your gait and just speed it up a little bit. We're going to stay at 3%. Incline, just getting used to the speed. Be here for 5 minutes. You also did a great job with your hair. It looks soft. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Someone asked, how do I run for Jesus? Well, why don't you ask him? Just ask. Hello and welcome. If you're new here, I am doing an incline walking workout on this walking pad that is perfect for compact spaces, as you can see. It is 39 inches long, 16 inches wide, goes up to 4 miles per hour in speed, and has a 6% max incline. And all of that is controlled by a remote. And it's only, how do you say 200? I know 2,000 is two bands. Give me the cool term for saying $200, because that's the price of this treadmill. But I want a cool term for it. Let me know in the chat. How do you say, I know $2,000 is two bands. What is $200 in cool terms? Okay. Oh, I see somebody's dropped a word there. I can't see it from here, but when I finish this, I'm gonna read it. I'll read it out loud. I can't see it. If you run, you can walk backward on a treadmill at a slow speed to train your posterior, but I would only recommend you do that if you're used to that kind of thing, if your body is trained for that. No, 200. No, I want the cool term for 200 because $2,000 is two bands. Yeah, two bands. What is 200? Okay, 200. That doesn't flow for me. 200. It doesn't sound like me. But two bands, I can say that. Either way, this treadmill is under $200 and comes with a remote control for your incline, so you don't have to get off the treadmill and manually adjust it. That's basically what I'm saying. And usually, when you see treadmills in this price range, they're manual. You have to get off the treadmill and manually adjust it. I know because I had a manual treadmill for 5 years and it served its purpose. It was during the pandemic time where anything else was super jacked up in price because nobody was going to the gyms. So I got a manual one, but I just didn't like the fact that I couldn't control the incline. I didn't really get a good ending experience of it, not because it was bad. It just, your tastes evolve. Like I prefer an automatic, kind of like how do I compare this to getting an incline treadmill? My first car in college was an '88 Nissan Stanza, and it was a stick shift. Who here knows how to drive a stick shift? Anyone here? Two Benjis, okay. Two Benjis. Two hundos doesn't flow for me. You're gonna get one for your dog. This one is actually marketed for people who want to use it for their dog. So check the link out in the description and get it for your dog. Yeah, for sure. Someone says, I'm going to get one for my dog. Yeah, you can use this one for your dog too. Yes, yes, I opened up with Psalm 24 before I got in here. So you guys are covered under the frequency of Psalm 24. Okay. You okay, someone says I'm 30 and I'm in bad shape. What should I do? Well, let's start with incline walking. Right now you can't see it. I'm walking at an incline and you can start with getting this treadmill. It doesn't take up a lot of space. You can't see, it's a little bit longer, but it's made for tall people. It has a max capacity of 300 pounds. All right, we're going to take that incline up to 6%. I'm going to be here for 10 minutes. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm going to get it Thursday since I get paid. Awesome. Awesome. So what you want to do when you get it, all you have to do is just plug it and use it. And then you can either join me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the pop-ups at 6 a.m. or you can do your own schedule. 3 times a week, 30 minutes, walking at an incline of 3% to start out. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you. So who here has a gym at home? Comment below the house emoji if you have any equipment in your house, like a pair of dumbbells, a pair of bands. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for the like. I appreciate it. All right, so we have 8 minutes left at 3 miles per hour at 6% incline. We're not going to run. This is the highest speed for this particular workout. When I'm done with the workout, I'm going to give you guys a demonstration of the speed and that you can actually jog on this. Okay, someone says, I actually already have some kettlebells, but they're heavy. I understand. That's so good. At least you have them. Okay. Timothy has a house emoji. He has equipment in his house. He has a house gym. That's awesome. Anything, bands, kettlebells, dumbbells. You have a home gym. Aw, thank you. Thank you for, oh my God. That's my remote control just fell out of my pocket. Oh, we got 7 minutes here. I didn't shove it all the way in. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. All right, guys. Comment below how many steps you've done so far today. I know it's early. Comment 0. I'm gonna tell you my steps. There's a glare here. I can see it on the LED screen. I've done 2,300 steps in 24 minutes. You have a question about protein. Go ahead, shoot. And I'll try to get back to everybody when I take my next break. We have under 6 minutes at the speed, 3 miles per hour, 6% incline. So I'm walking at an incline. I'm not at a flat. I know you can't see it because it's down below here. No, the treadmill didn't go rogue. I put the remote control in my side pocket, but I didn't put it all the way in. And when I was walking, it just fell out. It wasn't the treadmill's fault. It was mine. So do you guys ever feel stuck in your fitness routine? Like, do you ever feel like you're making progress and you get stuck? Comment an S in the comment if you're stuck right now. Whew. Walking at 3 miles per hour, 6% incline. Yeah, it's kind of tough for me right now. And talking to you guys, I'm doing my best. Thank you for putting it in all caps so I can see it. So someone's asking about, okay, someone says, I usually get up when I feel stuck. Good job. Yes, Psalm 24 is a good one. Yes. So, okay, someone's asking about protein. With protein, you take your body weight in grams each day. 30. Okay, so each day. So I'm 290. So I have to have 290 grams of protein a day. Depends on your goals. Sometimes you have to take your goal weight for protein. So I'm not saying this is a suggestion, but let's say you're 200 pounds, but you want to lose weight and you want to be 150 pounds. That means you take in a minimum 100 grams of protein up to 140, 150 grams of protein, if that makes sense. So if you take 290 grams of protein a day, then you're just going to maintain that weight, but you got to make sure you are doing cleaner proteins and you're incorporating weight training and smart cardio, like incline walking or walking on the Stairmaster if you get to the gym. If that makes any sense. Depends on your goals. And it's not just protein. You have to have your carbs and fats as well. But protein is definitely a priority for building muscle and keeping lean muscle. And if your team approves, like if you have a medical team that you ascribe to, when you take that much protein, you may want to add like creatine or have a protein that has also the BCAAs in it, because there's branched chain amino acids that don't naturally occur in our body, so you have to supplement it. Just because you're eating a lot of protein doesn't mean you're getting it all in the right proportions for your body's needs, if that makes sense. And I will say, consult with a nutritionist. Oh my God. Lord. 2 more minutes, guys. We're at 3 miles per hour, 6% incline. Okay. So someone says the plateau experience happens to all at all different times, but it's really just mental. Continuing on the same routine, it's fine. We can't exercise forever and continuous decline. Well, you have to exercise forever. You have to keep moving. Our bodies are made for movement, but everything else, yeah, I totally understand. I know 80 and 90-year-olds who do this workouts. You know, I know 80 and 90-year-olds who still farm. And farming is hard work, if you know what I mean. Okay, so someone says, I'm 6 foot, so I take that to stay at that weight. Okay, so you're 6 feet. Yeah, that's a big difference. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm about 150 pounds and I eat 150 grams of protein. And that feels good. When I eat less protein, I don't feel so great. Okay, so someone says, okay, whew, just under 2 minutes. No, actually, 15 seconds. I'm gonna grab my remote control. 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. Now, the caveat with this treadmill is that you can only control it with the remote control. All right, we just hit 30 minutes. We have 20 minutes left. Okay. Take that speed down to 2.5. I want to keep that incline, sorry, at 6%. I just hit my microphone. Stay in there. All right, so you're right. You do need, someone is saying, I'm reading from the comments, you do need other vitamins and minerals. I'm a personal trainer, so I tell people to take a large water intake and plenty of vitamins. Cut out bread and eat chicken and rice. But most people don't do that, do they? Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. We are doing an incline walking workout. Comment a house emoji if you haven't done so already. If you have a gym at your house, if you have like a pair of dumbbells, even if you have one kettlebell, that's a home gym. Comment a house emoji in the chat. Let me know if you guys work out at home. What treadmill was that? Okay. I don't know if I can do this. So I'm going to take the speed down. You guys can stay at 2.5. I'm going to take this down to 2.0. I'm going to keep the incline at 2 miles per hour. You guys are asking me some questions in here that I can answer. So here's the treadmill. So there's two treadmills. There's one, the one I'm on is on Amazon. And if you prefer the one on Walmart, you can get that one too. There it is. There it is. I'm from the Bronx, New York, but I live in Seattle. Okay, so you've been in Seattle for 6 months. The Bronx. Is it really rainy in Seattle? I know that's such a cliche question, but I'm just wondering, is it still really rainy? It's in the link is in the chat. The run is what it's called. So if you click the link, you'll see two options. You can get the one I'm on that's on Amazon, and I'm an Amazon associate, so I do earn commission, and all of the commissions go towards me producing content for this channel. Guys, I'm going to have my own fitness app, so you can join me on my fitness app as well. So all of my links are paid links, and they're going towards getting my fitness app launched in 2026 as well. Where do I catch the morning workouts? Are they every morning? So for right now on YouTube, there are pop-ups. Someone asked, when do I catch the morning workouts? Are they every morning? So right now I'm doing a pop-up on YouTube on incline walking workout only for now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. Central. But on my app, I'm going to have more workouts. I'm going to have lifting workouts. I'm going to have equipment that you can actually use at home, like assisted squat machines, free weights, rowing machine, and all of that, all of which you can do from your home. Now, if you do it at the gym, of course, you can use the same equipment at the gym. But okay, so let's see what else you guys have. So I put in the chat my treadmill that I'm using. And if you guys want to support building my app, are you workout also? So someone asked, are your workouts also for men or women? You know, believe it or not, I had a lot of men attend my classes, and a lot of women drag their husbands into my classes. Okay, so I don't girl people. I don't girl the girls and the guys, their body movements. You know what I mean? So I hope that answers your question. Okay. So right now, we're doing good. We're at a 6% incline. As you can see, Okay. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Someone says, okay, that way I can have an accountability group to work out with. Speaking of accountability group, if you guys are looking for like a very staunch accountability group with coaching with me in a group, I'm gonna put my website up here. Check out if you're ready to anchor your journey. I'm putting in the link here in the chat for the accountability group. I keep saying that I have too many characters. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, let's see. All right, so I just posted. So for the accountability group, you can check that one out. We meet once a week on Zoom for 60 minutes as a group. And that group cohort starts March 2nd. But this one on YouTube, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's free, 6 a.m. Central. We walk together. Whew. I have 4 more minutes at 6% incline. Let me see what you guys are saying. Ciao from Italy. Ciao from Italy. Thank you for joining me here in Chicago. We got some people in Seattle. We got some people in Dayton, Ohio. Oh, okay. That way I can have an accountability group. I'm a guy. Yeah, guys can do this. Guys walk. Guys can walk and do an incline walk. This is not a girl workout. This is a workout for grown folk. Can you not see? I actually have my fan on today. Can you guys hear my fan? Is it okay if I have my fan on? Give me a fire emoji if you can still hear me, even though I have my fan blasting over here. Thank you. Okay, so someone says, I'm not going to work out today. Okay, good. I'm glad you can still hear me. That means I can keep my fan on because I was doing these recordings without the fan on and I was like pouring sweat. And I'm still sweating with the fan on. So I'm glad you can hear me. So someone says, I'm not going to work out today because I didn't sleep last night, but I'm going to meet you guys on Monday. Absolutely. Sleep is numero uno priority. No sleep, you might as well not do the workout because your body at that point is literally, you're damaging your muscles. So I would prioritize sleep over a workout if you haven't slept. Does that make sense? Are you guys tracking with me? Hi and welcome. We have 13 minutes left total for this workout. It's an incline walking workout. I'm walking at a 6% incline, 2 miles per hour. We completed the fastest speed of 3 miles per hour for 10 minutes total of that 50 minutes. So you guys see how I did that? All of that's going to torch. It's going to force your body to torch unnecessary layers of fat. And I do this fasted, so I don't eat when I do this. I don't have a snack. I have nothing. I wake up, I do incline walking, and you guys are joining me on that. So welcome. Every time I see Forever Young, I think of the song. Do you guys remember the song? Forever Young, I want to be forever young. I'm not saying I'm a singer, guys. I'm just saying. I don't know. He asked a question about my channel, man. I don't know. Thanks for the support. Okay. What about coffee when you're fasted? Absolutely. Grab a coffee. It's not about being rigid. Fasted workout works differently for different people. Sometimes I have a coffee too. Sometimes I wake up too hungry to fast and I have a handful of nuts of trail mix. It just all depends on what you ate the night before and how your body functions. It's about functional fitness. It's not about keeping a regimen because you saw it on some magazine. Oh, this is the optimal way to fast. A fasted workout with coffee, black coffee preferably, but I don't do black coffee. I put cream in mine. So I'm all about if you're happy with your coffee, whether it's black coffee or it has cream and sugar in it, and you get your workout in, you get your workout in. Okay? You're not weighing in for an MMA fight, or you're not going to try to qualify for the Olympics. All right, so we're at 6%. We're going to take this down to 3%, and we're going to keep the speed at 2 miles per hour. So I would recommend, instead of holding a laptop when you're working, is to have a standing desk. Okay? So don't do as I do. But if you can, if you have the dexterity for it, then who am I? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that is a classic song. So there's a Rod Stewart version, and then there's the original version by whoever the original artist is. Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs. Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs from the 80s. That's a good song from the 80s. Yes. Yes. So instead of sweet, I'm not against sweet and low. I just personally don't use it, but I do say maybe try monk fruit for a sweetener um, as well, even stevia. Oh my gosh, Colin, I have to delete your comment. Everyone has been so positive and amazing. Come on, guys, let's keep it positive and fun. It's Friday. Okay. All right. Yes, or use weight while walking. Absolutely. So, what I typically do, and I usually have them out, I'm going to show you a demonstration of some suggestions that I have when you're on the treadmill. This is an incline walking workout for the general, not general, but this is just to keep things accountable and anchored for people. But when I'm done with the workout in about 8 minutes, I'm going to show you some weights, adding weights to it so you can burn more calories. And the guys can go heavier on the weights. This is where there's a little bit of a differentiation. Okay, there's a lot of differentiation. The guys can carry dumbbells. Okay, someone is spamming here. Sorry, I don't know if you're doing that on purpose or it's a mistake. Okay. Let's remove that. You're spamming the chat. No bueno. That's not good. Come on, it's too hard for me to do this. Come on. Okay, let's go. Let's take this person out. Let's do this. Sorry. Okay. All right. So do you guys have any questions about the treadmill, or how many steps have you guys gotten today? Hi and welcome. We are 6 minutes, just under 7 minutes left of this incline walking workout. Okay, it is pretty early. It is pretty early, yes. You guys are like, it is early. So I'm dropping some links in the chat because I'm going to do some demonstrations here. I'll show you guys what this can do for the treadmill. You said I lost hungry ages ago. I don't understand that statement. So I can still see there. Okay. All right. I have a 40-pound vest, but I never use it with cardio before, just sprints. If you take that 40-pound vest and you wear it when you're doing an incline walk like this or a climbing walk, you're going to see muscle gains better, believe it or not, especially if your diet coincides and you're doing weight training. So I would suggest that you add your 40-pound vest to your steady state incline cardio, and you're going to get better results. Okay, let's see what we have here. Thank you for the comments. Oh, that's awesome. And that's the whole point. I hope you guys feel motivated. Someone says, watching you is very motivating. That is so awesome. Thank you guys. So we have just under 5 minutes here. And we're going to take the incline from 3% back to 2%. And we're going to be walking 2 miles per hour, 2% to bring it all back down. And then after this, I'm going to show you the motor on this treadmill that is very quiet. It's a 2.5 horsepower motor, which is more than enough. It functions as a walking pad and a treadmill. And I'm going to show you how fast it goes. So I got it primarily for walking at an incline, but on days that you perhaps get it and you want to do jogging, you can. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I'm running at the jogging speed. And it goes up to 4 miles per hour. And like I mentioned before, it goes up to 6% incline, which is a sweet spot. 10% incline might be a little too much for you to sustain on a regular or daily basis. And that's why I recommend getting this one, because you know you're at 6% and you are still doing so much better than somebody who has a 10% incline treadmill and they just keep it at 0% because they feel like, oh, I got to go all the way to 10%. You know what I mean? The psychology of like you got to max it out. But this one maxes out at 6%, which is a perfect sweet spot for incline walking that adds that good demand on your body that is actually consistent and tolerable, but still gets results, right? Oh, I don't mind you asking at all. So, if you don't mind me asking, someone's asking this in the chat. If you don't mind me asking, how long have you done this today, and how many calories are you at? You don't have to answer. No, this is a great question. So it's 6 a.m. This is my incline walking regimen. I just happen to have you guys in on it. I do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. And for 50 minutes as my precursor to the day. And I have, so the calories on here are different to the calories on my Apple Watch. This says I've done 216 calories, but my Apple Watch says 158. So I'm going to go with the Apple Watch. And for steps, I've done 4,500 steps since 6 a.m. To answer your question. So I've done 4,500 steps and I have 158 calories so far. And we've got 2 minutes left. So the only thing is my Apple Watch does not show me my steps. So I like that it shows me my steps. I think the Samsung, I'm going to look into the Samsung wearable fitness watch. I think that shows you your calories and your steps. I had Fitbit a long time ago and I switched to Apple. But in terms of this Apple, it shows me my calories, my heart rate. But this treadmill is so nifty. It tells you your steps. Now, the only thing is you have to record them manually. It doesn't have a cloud or memory base to it. So you do have to remember to note how many steps you've done. But that's not a difficult thing to do. So someone says, my calves big as my head. Okay. But you walk though. Yes, it is. Hi and welcome. Welcome, guys. I am 1 minute left on this incline walking workout. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being a part of this morning workout. You know, I'm not a morning person per se. I'll get up and do what I need to do, but I'm really doing this to connect with you guys and hopefully get you guys motivated to start working out and walking at home, right? Because, and not just walking on a flat plane, walking at an incline. Hi, good morning and welcome. All right, in 20 seconds, I'm going to stop this baby. I'm going to give you some suggestions on how you can take your incline walking to another level without stress. So I saw somebody up on the chat who said they have a 40-pound vest. You can add a 40-pound vest for the guys, and the ladies, you can get a 10-pound vest from Amazon and add it to this. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and I'm going to show you kind of like some ideas that I wanted you to contemplate. So let's say on another day that you do this, you can add weights. These are 1-pound weights. And the reason why I like the wrist weights is that they are obviously less encumbrance in terms of like you don't have to carry anything. And just attach that. And then while you walk, just to give you ideas on how you can maximize your treadmill, your walking pad at home. Hi and welcome. That's a little bit you're using. They might help count your steps. Is that a Fitbit you are using? They might help count your steps. Yes, Fitbit does help count steps. I'm actually using an Apple Watch, and Apple Watch doesn't count steps. Well, the one I have. So you can do an arm workout, or arm toning workout. And when you're doing this, you're not going for speed, you're going for high reps. And this is where you burn more calories and you're going to get more toned. Okay. Now for the guys, you can hold 10-pound dumbbells and do this. Girls, you can do it too. I used to be able to do that. So I'm not trying to say, oh, girls can't do it. But I like the wrist weights because they're less encumbrance and less coordination. You just do your arm movements. Send your arms behind you. Okay, get your triceps in. And you go until you can. Now you don't do it the short, you do it until you feel that burn. And you do each movement. You feel that burn. And when you're not watching me, you can just watch Netflix or Amazon Prime or YouTube while you're doing this. And you can do open closes as well. Get your shoulders and your upper back. So that's a little bit of an idea there of how you can maximize the use of your walking pad and treadmill. Another way you can do it too, you can take the same wrist weights, put them at your ankles like that. And all you do is simply at this juncture, you just leave it there and you add this to your walk. And you get an extra lower body emphasis of a workout, adding 1-pound weights. And you don't want to go too high of an incline with the weights. So I'd say 2, maximum 3% will be good, and maximum 2.3 miles per hour, because you're not going for speed. You're not trying to run with the weights. You're trying to tone. And then for the guys, obviously, you can add, dumbbells and just walk. Do a farmer's walk on the treadmill. Now these are 12-pounders. Now girls, you can do this too, but you gotta know yourself. You gotta know your body. Okay. The one I do with you guys does not have weights at all. And you can hold them up at your shoulders as well. A little bit of a reprieve if you can. So let me see if you guys have any questions before I move on to showing you a little bit more about this treadmill, show you what it's capable of. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying here. Okay. Yes, the walking pad counts my steps. That's correct. I don't understand the comment. Okay, thank you for can punch with 20 pounds 10 times in 5 seconds. Whoa, that is incredible. And very difficult to do. Kudos. That's some bragging rights. You should post that. Like if you have a Facebook, I don't use Facebook anymore. But if you have a Facebook, you should post there that you can punch with 20-pound weights 10 times in 5 seconds and just see the comments. That's so cool. Hello from Germany. Ich bin a lady. Welcome from Germany. Hi, welcome. I walk in cursive. Did you guys see me almost fall off the treadmill? This happens every single time. I'm trying to not fall off the treadmill in front of you guys, but whatever. It happens, I can catch myself. I'm trying to read and see if you guys have any questions about the treadmill. Comment below if you want to see me run at the max speed for the treadmill. Comment a fire emoji below if you want to see me run at the max speed on treadmill to see if you can actually run on this walking pad. Let me see some fire emojis if you want to see me run on this so you guys can see how fast it goes. Otherwise, I'll just keep walking for now while I catch up with the comments. Let's see. Fire. Okay. That qualifies. Okay. So this is a walking pad by the Run, and it is remote controlled for speed and incline. The circle here is where you increase your speed, and there's a rectangular part for the incline. So I am going to run at 2%, but I'm going to go up in speed. So this is 3 miles per hour. So you can walk at 3 miles per hour really, really fast, or you can add a jog to it. Do you guys notice how quiet it is? Now I'm going to go to max speed, and that's 4 miles per hour. So, really nifty walking pad. You can use it for walking like me, or you can use it for your jogging days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off and disconnect it to show you kind of like the dimensions. So it's easy to pick up with one hand. I just use two for safety purposes. So here it is. About 16 inches this way. I'm going to roll it back so you guys can see. I'm 5'2", so it comes up to about my shoulder. And this is about 38 inches in length. Has wheels at the bottom that you just wheel around. As you can see here. What I do is I put it against the wall, and then I have this room, and this is where I do my weights, which I'm going to do after this live here with you guys. And then when I get ready for you guys, I just roll it, get it away from the wall, put it back, and voila, we're back in business. I'm going to reconnect it here, turn it back on, and see what you guys are working with your comments. All right, let's see what this comment is saying, because there's a comment on here that looks a little suspect, guys. All right. Yeah, okay, so you say your treadmill is super loud. Okay, let me give you a chance to hear the motor. You hear that, guys? That's the motor. That's how quiet it is. It's not cordless. Good question. It is actually the cord is at the front. The part of the camera you can't see is it's connected to an extension cord that goes to the electrical outlet. Yes, you can be a moderator. I don't know what people are saying. I do need a moderator, guys. I'm trying to answer your questions, and if I haven't gotten to your comment or your question, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to overlook you. Every comment is important. That's why it's so important. You guys are really, really doing a great job in the chat. You're so positive, you're so kind, and you've made this very pleasant for me today. So thank you for that. Exactly. The beeping for the remote, if you heard that long beep, that's when it reaches its max. Like when I'm turning it up and it's at the max speed of 4 miles per hour, it beeps really loudly because it's not going to go further than that. Or when I take it up to 6% incline, it beeps really loudly to denote that you've reached the maximum incline. Yeah? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's see here. Thank you. You know what? Angie has a very good question, and she's asked. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know if that's a she or he. I apologize if I'm making an assumption. Someone asked, was it hard to balance without a handle at first? And I'll be honest with you, it was a little bit weird because you're used to seeing, having them with a handle. So if you go to my website, you can check out the treadmill that I have at Walmart. It has a handle. But the one that I'm using is the one at Amazon that doesn't have a handle. But this line has um, other treadmills that are incline treadmills that are like $50 or $60 more, and they come with a handle. But I like the freedom of not having a handle because even though I'm really short, I'm like 5'2". I like the freedom that my arms can move, if that makes any sense. The bar feels, I had one with a bar before and I felt like I kept hitting the bar. And I'm not saying that you will hit the bar, but I like the freedom of not having the bar. And you can always get a standing desk that you can put your laptop on, and you can kind of like hold on to the standing desk just lightly as well. But I actually prefer the open format, and I like that it's not so um, bulky. It's compact, it's sleek, it's minimalist, and I don't know if you saw, Angie, I lifted it up, rolled it around in this compact space. There's no excuse for me not to get my steps in. And I put it up against the wall, and that's where it stays when I'm not using it. I hope that answers your question. Yeah. People say the laptop is bigger than me. Okay, let's see. Of course, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And just to go over the specs again, this one comes with a remote control and it's auto incline and it's only $200. Any other treadmill in this price range at $200, it's a manual treadmill, so you have to get off the treadmill and manually adjust the incline at the bottom. And I don't like that. I had that for 5 years and I was just like, oh, I'll never do it again. It's kind of like driving a stick shift versus an automatic. Who here knows how to drive a stick shift? My first car in college was a stick shift. It was an '88 Nissan Stanza. And I taught myself how to drive a stick. And I drive a stick really well. But would I buy a car that's a stick shift again? No. Unless it's a Ford Mustang, like a classic, like a 1968 Ford Mustang or something like that. But a regular car, it's going to be very inconvenient for you to get a car that has a stick shift, right? Especially in the middle of traffic. A stick shift is good for like the play car. So with a treadmill, I recommend that you get one that has an automatic incline so that you're not walking at a flat plane. because when you walk at an incline, you're forcing your body to do the work. And right now, as I'm talking to you, even though I'm talking at this general pace, I'm at 2% incline, 2 miles per hour. And this is a good walking cadence. So you could have a walking desk and you're 2%. So you never want to walk at a 0% incline ever on a treadmill. It's just not good for you. So just adding that little percentage will give you a good edge of results, and overall your body will respond better, if that makes any sense. Okay, so this treadmill is actually made, the manufacturer made it with tall people in mind. And when I was getting it, I saw a tall guy, he was 6'3", walking on it, and he walked just fine. This is, even if you have a big gait, if your steps between each step is wide, this is still going to be sufficient for somebody who's 5'6", 6'2", 6'3" type thing. Hello, welcome. Okay, let me see. Thank you. Someone says you're doing good multitasking. Thank you so much. This you guys help me get trained to do this because this is not natural. I'm just like, ah. Yes, at Profuk 22, it is a walking pad and it functions as a treadmill. I don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, I was going to try to respond to you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So here's the treadmill again. And if you're looking for more accountability and structure in your routine, even though you are going to be doing most of it, I do have a cohort starting. I do have a cohort starting March 2nd. So guys, please be nice in the comments and don't spam, because I don't like removing people, because that kind of like messes up my algorithm. It makes me seem like I'm antisocial. I don't mean to talk business to you guys, but it is business. You know what I mean? So I send off negative responses to my YouTube when I remove people's comments. So I just ask that you don't spam. Okay? Thank you. Don't send like repeated messages and all that other stuff. It's just this is my office, my workout office, and I'm here to share. So thank you for your consideration. Okay, so the one I'm using is here. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Go ahead and click the link and you'll see the treadmill I'm on is from Amazon. At Buggy TV 4589. Thank you very much. Thank you. So it comes with a remote control, and the manufacturer actually gives you the lithium battery that goes with it. So when you take it out the box, you're ready to just plug it in and walk. You don't have to order any batteries unless you just want to order some batteries for this one when it goes out. And it goes up to a max speed of 4 miles per hour. So if you want to get a jog in, you can. I primarily use this for walking at an incline. I prefer to run outside, on the beach, in the sand or on a track. But for walking, I walk indoors at an incline on this one, and that's what I primarily got it for. So I hope that answers your question about what kind I'm using right now. And it's 39 inches long, 16 inches wide. Hello and welcome, guys. Okay. Who's been here? If you've been here from the start of my workout, I want you to comment. What comment do I want? Comment heart emoji if you've been here since the start. That might be easier to find. I was going to say like a lightning bolt or something, but that might be hard for you to find. So comment heart emoji if you've been here from very beginning with me. I do. So somebody's asking here, do I sell other exercise equipment? Sorry, I have to remove somebody from the chat. I am so sorry. I don't like doing that. But either way, okay. Do I sell other exercise equipment? Yes, I do. So I'm going to put in my store, my Amazon store. You guys can check it out. Why isn't it populating? 1 second. So I'm going to put in my Amazon store. You can look around Amazon and see if you're looking to get other equipment. What kind of equipment were you interested in? What kind of equipment would you like for me to demonstrate for workouts at home? Comment below. Put it in the comment section. Interesting. I can't find my store. Oh, here it is. So here are my stores. Let me see what you guys are saying. How do you keep your balance while on the PC? I concentrate really, really hard. It's not as easy as it looks. And this thing is kind of heavy too. It's like, oh my gosh. I need a standing desk. But the standing desk will be in the way for my workout. It's like a little bit of, I like the room and the space. Okay. Oh, I didn't put it. So here are my stores. Here is my Amazon store. You guys can look for equipment there. Do you guys see my comment? I don't know why it didn't show up in the chat. Okay, there it is. Okay, sorry. There it is. Yeah, it just didn't. Let me remove my own comment. Okay, why did you decide? My underarms are shaved. I just have like pigmentation. That's what happens with white girls sometimes. You know, we have like dark underarms. It's not hair. I promise you. I had to address that because it's like, no, who does that? It's pigmentation from shaving, actually, which is not really good for you. So it's better to get laser treatment to get the hair out, and then I can lighten the skin under here. But no, I have no hair under here, guys. Somebody's saying, why did you not shave under your arms? Is that a trend? Returning? No. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come on, guys. All right. I think you guys have gone off the deep end. All right. So I am going to land the plane here in a little bit. You guys, that's okay. Thanks for the apology. I receive it. That's okay. That's totally fine. I appreciate it. Yep. It is too early. So how many of you guys actually do incline walking as part of your regimen? Do any of you guys like do incline walking? Put a Y in the chat. Or a no, or N for no. Yeah, that's why I do early mornings because it's totally different crowd. Just check out the afternoon. I've done the afternoon shift before and it is wild. Oh, nice. So you guys do incline walking here. Level 9. So you're saying 9%? That's good. Kudos to you. Very, very good. All right, guys. So I am going to land the plane here. Looks like you guys have seen all that this treadmill can do. Don't forget, if you want to, you can subscribe. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I will have my own fitness app here in a little bit in 2026, finally. And I thank you for all of your contributions, because all of your contributions, all of your likes, all of your subscribes, they all help me towards getting my fitness app launched. And I only need 2 bands to get it set up. Then once that's set up, I'll be letting you guys know about it here on YouTube. I'm going to keep my YouTube channel, but we'll have a private app as well. So thank you for watching. And again, I just did a demo for the Run walking pad that also functions as an incline treadmill, and it's remote controlled for speed and incline. And it goes up to 4 miles per hour, max speed, 6% incline max. And it's great for compact spaces. You can't see the front part here, but it's about 38 inches long for your gate, and then 16 inches wide. So it gives you a lot of room. You can have a standing desk as well to put over here and walk while you work or do a Zoom. I've done that. I've Zoomed. If I'm not presenting, I put this up and I put it down and I walk because it doesn't disturb anybody, and it's quiet. It's quiet enough to where people won't hear that you're actually walking on the treadmill. And I just simply come here, pick it up, and I roll it and put it against the wall. And then I'm done for the day. Well, not really. I'm gonna lift and then get ready for my calls and do my finishing cardio at the end of the day. When people ask me this question, how old are you? How old is the earth? Bye. Thank you. Enjoy your day. I'm older than the earth. We all are, actually. So thank you guys for coming on here and joining me. I'm going to be shutting it down here. So bye.